So this is the second part of it, and that's what we had, and we're gonna make it look better. And to do that, you're gonna need to increase your resolution and precision. So let's render. As you can see, it starts to look somewhat like grass. Definitely looks better than the previous image we had. And that's how you use V-Ray displacement maps for creating grass. Yeah. The one thing I wanted also to tell you about V-Ray about using displacements for creating grass is that we have in here this plane that is only 100 centimeters by 100 centimeters, and for this area, this resolution and this precision is enough. As you can see on our rendering, looks pretty good. But if you were making like a bigger area, if your plane was like, let's say 50 meters by 50 meters, then these settings would probably not be enough for you to render. It would look not as good. And in here, oh, you can actually set it even higher. I remember it used to be there was a limit. Now you can set it higher. But anyway, I would recommend you, for example, create not just one plane. I would recommend you divide your planes into smaller bits, and that way those planes that are closer to the camera you can set at a higher resolution, and the ones that are far away, lower resolution. This way you won't be subdividing your ground plane, the ones that are like far away from the camera and you are not seeing that good. Basically, it's the more efficient way of using your computer resources. It's gonna render quicker and it's gonna require less RAM. So yeah, I guess that's it for the V-Ray displacement maps. So let's now use ground viz, and for that we're gonna delete our displacements, and in here I'm gonna change the diffuse map for our ground, and also I'm gonna apply some bump map. There it is. And you wanna set it to tiling 4 so that it is same as your diffuse. You can see in there that it adds those small bumps to our ground, and we can render this. Have a look, and as you can see, nothing really special, just a brownish plane. And there's also one problem: you're seeing texture tiling in here, like this lines, but that's not really a problem because we're gonna put grass on top of that, so it won't be really seen in the final version of it. So for creating our next, well, you're gonna need to, for this other way of creating grass, you're gonna start with like cylinder, and in here you're gonna set it to size 6, radius 1.5, and height to 6 centimeters. There it is. Also gonna need to do this. Height segments, set it to 5. The next thing, you will need to apply edit poly, and the reason why I'm doing it like so and not just right clicking and converting it is that when I'm gonna do this grass, maybe somewhere in the middle of the process I decide that I don't like it 6 centimeters, I want it 8 or 6 or whatever, I'll be able to change it, because if you convert it like so, you won't be able to change it, or like add segments or whatever. Well, you will be able, but it's gonna be a bit more complicated. So anyway, let's continue. Gonna need to delete all these polygons, and that's what we have in here. So next thing, let's create a material for it. Grass. Let's put our texture. As you can see it there. Let's also apply UVW map, and we're gonna change this to view align and fit. Oops, and it's actually not view align and fit. Yeah, now it's correct. Next thing, you will want to add taper. And where is it? Oh, but also make sure that it is below your UVW mapping. You can like move them in here, and we're gonna do amount -0.75, curve 1, or actually let's do 95, or maybe, yeah, I like that. That looks cool. And one last thing, you will want to add bend to this, and angle -80, and there it is. There's our grass. So next thing, we're gonna need to use ground width plugin. So you can find it in here. Let's place planter. Well, that's what it's called, GW planter. And in this planter objects tab or whatever, you're gonna wanna add our plane, and planted objects, you're gonna wanna add this. And actually I'm gonna pause in here, and we're gonna continue in the next part.